Alright, so I just wanted to analyze this clip a little bit, because this happened to me yesterday, and, it's a cool thing. I wasn't recording for this, but I clipped it just because there's a lot that happens in this short amount of time down here that was really impactful. So, right here, right, got a kill streak. There's 4 guys, and they're all super low right here, right? And I'm a kill streak, so you know who they're coming after. I'm on about the same health as them, so we got 5 guys, including me, all at like half health, right? So I backdash, right? And that guy uses the omnidirectional like punch whatever thing. So he's gonna either go up or is no longer low. There's a Genos guy to my right here, He's full health. So I'm sweating it a little. I see him use jet dive right here, right? So I see him go up, and in doing so I'm able to avoid this guy's flowing water right here, because this rainfall guy was targeting me like crazy just because I had a kill streak. So I use my jet dive too. I avoid the flowing water, and the other guy with his jet dive slams down right there. Now everyone right here is even more low. So I slam down, hoping to finish her. No luck. Now there's one guy who's super low. He was full walking in. He wasn't one of the low guys, but now that guy's low. Rainfall's starting to heal, and this guy's still hurt. I was hoping to hit him too, but I didn't. So now I backdash, right? And I absolutely snipe him, and believe it or not, he lived. So I'm like, okay, I gotta get that kill one way or another, because I'm 2 of 3 or 2 of 4 cooldowns out, and I got 3 hungry guys coming to get me, like, oh, we gotta take that kill streak, we gotta ruin your day, So I'm like, okay, so how can I get over there? I block it, and I see him going for the finisher. I'm like, oh no, right? But then I see I have ignition burst, right? So I'm like, and right before his thing can go off here, look here, I'm gonna slow it down real quick. Right before his thing can go off, I get my ignition burst off, and it sends him flying back. And this was an amazing play here, right? Dang it, I skipped forward 10 seconds. But that was an amazing play right there, because now I get that guy. Got some damage on that guy, and I got the kill on this guy. So now not only do I get one of my kill streak, but I also get my cooldown back, and I get tons of distance in between me and the people trying to kill me. And you can see they're all the way back there, and I back up so I can clip it, but he's just like rah, 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 just like sprinting for me. But it's crazy. It's crazy out there, man. Okay, so coincidentally, the next clip here is a continuation of the first one, but they're just split up here. So right here, right, we got this guy coming after me, right? So I'm like, okay, it's just one guy, so I can take one guy, just when he's all out in the open. Boom, that guy slams down with jet dive, and I see, I'll back it up a little, right before. But right before that, I see this guy on orange gets hit by the jet dive. Now he's real hurt. So I'm like, oh. Get up there, get the jet dive finisher, right? Now I'm up in the air. Now that guy, I keep pointing with my finger in real life, which is weird. But that guy right down there by my mouse is also getting blasted by it. And now I'm up in the air, so I can line up a blitz shot. And I go for the guy who keeps coming after me. Fully charge it up. Thought he was going to parry, but he didn't. So I back up a little bit more. I think he's going to go for the trash can, get stuck on the bench. And get caught lacking just a smidge. So now I have to play super defensive, because now this guy just came in with full health. And then you will never believe what happens next. I go in for the down slam, or for the jet dive, right? And I'm gonna slow it down here, right? He parries it, right? So I'm like, okay, no big deal. I'm kind of screwed, but I should be able to live with it, right? Let me mute that audio, it's disgusting. Oop. And as you can tell by the impact frame, something bad happened. So I come down here, right? And as I'm in his parry, this random comes flying in with a speedless drop kick, and boom! That is the end of my kill streak right there. And you'll never believe who comes sprinting back to miss the finisher both times. Let me just replay that. Who missed the finisher once and then tried it again, and his buddy got it. Like, And right here in chat, you might be able to see Shark goes silent as they are stopped at 14 kills. I remember like distinctly sitting right here for probably about 5 seconds, like, man, I can't believe these knuckleheads just killed me, because I knew I was in a bad spot. But if you look down here, right, my ultimate bar, it's got some juice to it right there. You know, like if I was maybe like a good combo away from, boom, being in control. Or continuations. This was a little bit later, but same server. So the Rainfall guy, right? He's right there. He's the guy who's targeted me, and this Yuta guy, we were kind of teaming together just because he kept like just beelining for one of us. And what was annoying about it is I didn't want to team. I don't like teaming on people, you know? Because then I feel like whenever I start teaming on someone, then they want to be my buddy for life, and it's like, bro, I'm just trying to play the game, you know? But this Yuta guy, right? We were just being buds, but what happened is every time I'd leave Rainfall and Yuta to like just fight it out, right? Yuta would win because, you know, he's the better player and a jiu-jitsu sorcerer, but he would win, and then the Rainfall guy, let's just say, would respawn like right there. And then I'm in a fight over here, and then boom, I get slapped on the back by this knucklehead, and it's like, come on, dude, I left you alone, you know? And he kept doing it over and over and over. Just a little bit of context before we hop into this clip, right? So I claim my emote before he gets over here. I don't like getting kills when it doesn't count. You see, he just used his entire kill in one move, except for the parry. You know how that goes. So you know, I'm getting a combo off. I know he's gonna like front dash just about basically straight over. But you know, we're having a good squabble. You know, Yuta, he's standing there, but he's respecting it, you know? He's not jumping in. And then that happens. Oh, and this... So I was just kind of flabbergasted. I just said that out loud, flabbergasted. But as you can see, like, this person, Sophie, was just watching here, right? And I kind of look at them, and then, like, look away. And this Sophie person, right? Watch what they do, right? I'm gonna mute it here because I'm gonna slow it down. So this person, right, they grab me with Crowdbuster, slam me into the ground, all right, then they go up, they slam me into the ground again, right, and then we go off of the tree, and boom, I land right in front of the death counter, but she's up in the air and side dashes out of the way for me to just boom, and that kills me. And I'm like, I think I said it in chat like after the clip, but I was like, that was so absolutely disgusting, but at the same time that was like some like the coolest thing I've ever seen someone do. Like that's pity right there too. Like that's salty. So in this clip right here, right, you know, Rainfall is still trying to come after me. Yuta's trying to hold him back, like like don't do it, man, don't do it, man. And I'm trying to kill this like that guy, right, because he's low, and you know, on Genos I was trying to get the emotes, you know. So you know, I'm trying to get him right, and then he jumps in. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna pop my ult, you know, just pop my ult, get this over with, right? But Rainfall, right, he snags up Yuta with his scatter. But you know, I got my ult, I don't care, you know, I'm not tied to this guy at the hip, you know. If I kill him, it really doesn't matter, because the thing is, I'm not gonna get into like a fight with him because he's low. It, you know, you understand. But I go in, right, and Yuta parries with Atomic Samurai Rainfall's attack. I wasn't sure what the attack was. Here, let me back it up a smidge. But right here, right, Yuta parries his like swipe or something like that afterwards. So yeah, he swings with his sword normally, and Yuta parries Rainfall's attack, and I snag him with the Speed Blitz dropkick mid parry. And as Yuta's doing he's doing the animation down there, right, for the Atomic Samurai parry, like the after effect, you see the sword like lighten up as it's closing. I slam him into the ground in perfect sync with it, and somehow Yuta does not take any damage from that. Like, that gave him invincibility. And I just thought that whole thing was so cool. Like, what? Because I kind of like look at him like, oh, okay, I didn't know you could just live like that. So I go back in, right? Blast that guy. Boom, he's dead, right? Then I'm like, alright, who to go for, right? And I'm like, well, this Rainfall. back. And he was. But it was just so crazy, right? That like immediately after turning around, I don't know why he was low, but just the snag, because it was in the exact same spot as right before. So like right there, boom. Oh wait, hold on, I just realized this looking back at the clip. I didn't notice that he got up. I thought he was dead. I never saw that. I never saw that until just now. That's crazy. Also, this clip is just kind of funny because, you know, I don't beat up AFK players, but I will just like kind of pop a shot off at them out of anger sometimes. But right here, this person wasn't moving, so I charged it all the way up, right? And I'm gonna slow this down for y'all so y'all can see exactly what I saw, because I did it. I literally did a double take in game when this happened. So you know, you can see I'm just about point blank charging up a shot, and it's going, pew, and I turn, and I'm like, wait a minute. And y'all might have seen it that first time, but you can see right where my mouse is, right? I'll pause it for y'all. It goes straight through them. Like literally straight through them. Like, is that not crazy? Like, what happened to the blitz shot? Why does it suck sometimes like that? Because I turned away and thought he was dead and everything. I was like, what? And it's all the way back there. But like, I don't understand why the standing blitz shot won't go straight. Because it curves a lot. Which is why it's so satisfying to hit someone from like a distance between me and Menace right there, you know? But when I was point blank, I was like, huh? How'd that miss, bruh? I don't have a lot of yap to say about this clip, but this is just cool because I did that super hard combo thing. Because like I know how to do it, but it's like I don't go for it because I can't do it consistently. But like right here, right? I hit him with the back burst and then was able to pull around and blast him with it. And you can see I don't even go after him like, oh, we gotta clip that, you know? But it's like, you know, that's something that's hard to do, you know? I mean, not if you play the game for 24/7, but you know, I don't go for it, but right there it's like I was gonna curve it around anyways, and he just happened to get caught by the back burst there, and then boom, got him with it. So cool thing. One of these previous clips I was talking about how satisfying it is to hit a blitz shot from a distance, and you know, right here I just do that. But this is one of the more like dirtier clips to where I'm like actually being a little bit of a scumbag. But right here I'm low. Yuta's helping me, right? And he's staying mostly passive, but as I start to die, he hops in, right? And starts to take care of him, right? So I'm kind of holding on to my last whim here. Get a machine gun blows off, right? And then Rainfall, he's about to die. But he pops his ult, so I'm like, oh no, you know, so I gotta run now. And you can see right here at the bottom, my ult is nowhere near full. I have no chance of getting it, and I'm hurt, so I gotta run, right? So Yuta buys me a little time, but you can see that guy, that guy in the distance, he did not care. He side dashed out of the way and started sprinting towards me. So I go up, and the audio glitched for some reason. And then I held it with the blitz shot, and boom, popped him on the way down. Jet dive, get out of the way. And then somehow avoided that, because honestly, he should have snagged me there, but he was just bad. But what's it? Right here, right? I'll slow it down. You can see when he goes to use the thing, he's like practically right in front of me, and I swing to try to stop him. And then I side dash with him, but he turns a little too early, so he doesn't get me. But honestly, he kind of should have there, because that was just like, he kind of had me there. And then I get hit by that, and you know, it didn't last much longer. But I just thought it was pretty neat how well I avoided his kit, like his ultimate, for the first couple of seconds, because I went up and then held it, you know, tried to find him. He had to use the move. I'm out of the way. He uses that, and I don't have a dash, so I go up, and I tried to hit him with it, but it doesn't work out. And then I'm able to avoid that narrowly, you know. And it's only because that person used the variant's hammer heal that it knocked me up into the air and then into that, you know. And you know, it's all good. You know, he had ult. He was kind of already destined to win, but I just thought it was kind of cool how it shows like this guy was just beelining for me out of anger, just like, I gotta get him, I gotta get him, I gotta get him. And I think that's kind of funny.